Alright, so here's lesson 1 on this song, Tectony. Alright, so this starts off, he's just going to slide. Then we got 2 on the 4th string and open 5th string. Okay, then you do this muted thing where you're just going to palm mute. So we got, right, and you're going to go down, up, and make that kind of noise. It doesn't, I mean, it really doesn't make that big of a, it's not that big of a deal. So we go 3 on the 5th string, but you're going to kind of pull it a little. See what I mean? Like bend it. You can bend it. I guess you can bend it up, but I like to bend down. It's a lot easier. And then you flick off. So you bend it, and then it's kind of pretty convenient. You're bending it, and then you just kind of like fall off the side. And you do that twice. So okay, and then we got 3 on the 6th string, pull off to open. 3 on the 5th string, pull off to open. Back to 3 on the 6th string, pull off to open. And that's like one part. So we got. Okay? And right after you do that, you go back to the starting chord and start it all over. So I'm going to play the whole thing. So we got. So there's 3 of them, and then it goes to this different part. Alright? So this next part, to be honest, I'm not entirely sure of exactly what the chords are. I think it sounds okay if you go, and it sounds a lot like it, but when you look at his fingers, it's a really blurry video, but it's something like, it looks like this and like this, but that doesn't, to me, doesn't sound right. I don't know. I don't think it sounds right. So if anyone knows exactly what the chords are, please tell me, and I'll be happy to do an annotation or whatever and put exactly what they are. I think it could be something like this. I think he might have his fingers like this, but he only plays the 4th and 3rd, which basically means this is all you need. Alright, so what I do is I just do 3 on the 2nd string, my 3rd finger, and I'm just going to play mainly the 4th and 3rd, 4th, 3rd, and 2nd strings, I guess. And you just do that twice. Or sorry, you do that 3 times. And then you do kind of a muted select. And then you put your 1st finger on the 2nd fret of the 3rd string, and you go, so I guess it's up, or sorry, down, up, down, up, down is how I do it. Or you can do 5 downs, I don't know. Anyway, you gotta go. And I put my thumb here just so I can strum, and the 6th strings and 4th strings don't make noise like that. So we just got. Okay, and then you just repeat that whole part. Alright, so this next part is kind of where the real fun begins. We got bend at the 7th fret of the 3rd string. And then we tap on the 12th fret of the 3rd string. It's kind of difficult when it's bent, but what you want to do is after you tap, let's see, like 6 times. Well, okay, so it's 7 times, and on the 7th time, you're going to release. So, obviously right there I wasn't bending, so it didn't sound right. So we got, and you release, and then you pull off to 5. So, and after you're on the 5, right, then you're going to hammer onto this, or tap onto the 17th fret of the 3rd string. So it should sound, when you tap, you're going to do some vibrato on the 5th string, which essentially does vibrato on the 17th, but it's a little hard to go like that. So we got versus it's not as good sounding. So all right, so okay. Yeah, so this next part, it's one of the trickier parts, I think. You gotta slide really fast. So I'm just going to do a little shortcut. He goes all the way to 9 to 7. I'm just going to do 8. So here's how it sounds somewhat. up to speed. Sorry. Okay, so it starts out, you're going to slide from 8 to 7 on the 3rd string. Then you pull off really quickly to 5. So then you go 7 5 7 5 on the 4th string, muted. So okay, you're going to do that once, so and then repeat it. So in total, this part has. Oh, sorry. Okay, then this next one is the kind of odd one. It's going to go, but it's not going to do the 7 5 twice on the 4th string. It's only going to do it once. So that's the one you got to remember, because it goes. So you see that 3rd one is kind of the odd one out. So the 1st one, the 2nd one, and the 4th one are all going to be the same. They're going to be slide from 8 to 7, pull off to 5, and then 7 5 7 5. However, the 3rd one, it goes slide from 8 to 7, pull off to 5, and then just 1 7 5, which makes it pretty hard to slide to the 4th one. So here, I'm not going to mute them, just so it's easier. Then you just got one note. It's a 7 on the 3rd string, and he hits a pinch harmonic. I'm not sure where it is on the. Kind of one of those. And if once you get it, kind of bend it up and give it some vibrato. Okay, so this next part it goes. So what you got is you go 5 and 5 on the 1st and 2nd strings, and you can kind of play the 3rd string. Well, you rake into it, so don't worry about the 3rd string. Just rake into the 5 and the 5 on the 1st and 2nd string. So should make that kind of noise. Then you got 8 on the 2nd string, and then you bend at 7 on the 3rd string, and that one's kind of raked too. And pretty much with this song, if you want to hit a pinch harmonic on any of these notes, it's fine. So if you go, it sounds, I mean, fine. It's not going to be exactly like it, but it won't make it sound bad. It'll just make it sound a little different. So we got, then we go, which sounds a lot harder than it is. Basically, we're going to go 7, 7 on the 3rd string, 5 on the 3rd string, 7 on the 4th string, 5 on the 4th string, 7 on the 5th string, 5 on the 5th string, 3 on the 5th string, 5 on the 6th string. And the trick is that all of these are going to flick off to the open string. So, except for that last one on the 6th string. So, again, 7 5 7 5 7 5 3 5. So. Alright, and this next part's going to be kind of like the opposite of that. It's going to be the same kind of deal, so they're all going to be flicking off to the open string. So 3 on the 6, 5 on the 6, 3 on the 5, 5 on the 5, 7 on the 5. Yeah, so sorry. So we got 3, 5, 3, 5, 7, then 5 on the 4th string, 7 on the 4th string, 5 on the 3rd string, and again, all those are. Okay, then we do something different. We're going to do a slide from 7 to 9 on the 3rd string, and you want to have your fingers kind of in this shape. So you have it. You're going to play the 7 on the 3rd string, but also have your middle finger on the 6th fret. Well, you're going to be sliding, so essentially it's going to go to the 8th fret. That would be on the 2nd string. So we got slide from 7 to 9. Then you play the 8th fret of the 2nd string, so this is where the middle finger comes in. Twice, so. Then you slide back up to 7. So pull off to 5 on the 3rd string, and then hammer on to 7. Or you can pick it, I guess, so. Yeah, definitely pick it. You might want to hit it pinch harmonic too, so. Alright, so that's all for this lesson.